Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on a very snowy island of Fawnhallow today? On the 29th of December, counting the days down, is, well, I mean, I suppose that's kind of just what you do anyway, if you're counting up to something. Wow, weird, counting up and counting down. How strange. Anyway, not really the point. My whole point with that was, it's a couple of days to go until 2021, which would be exciting. What lies in store for Animal Crossing in 2021, who knows? Presumably we're going to have a Valentine's Day event. New Year's event we already know about. I don't think there's really anything else, any other events in the early years, but we'll see. Hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow at 6:11 PM on Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. No news to speak of today. Anyone catch else at variety show? Oh, I forgot. We're doing some villager hunting, aren't we? Because Sylvana moved out yesterday. Sorry, there's a bit of dust on my screen. That's what we're doing. I completely forgot. We're going to be trying to recruit someone new. A fresh face. I forgot I accidentally ordered this. Which we're unfortunately going to have to sell because we already got one, but still. Is Red our visitor? It's not Red. Hello, Amelia. See ya. Is there, it's LaBelle. Ah. Well, we'll be dealing with that off camera. We will instead be hopping around some other islands, seeing who we can find to potentially recruit. Recruit is like the wrong word. Invite to our island. It's been a while since we've done this, huh? So let's make sure we time for takeoff. And who are we looking for? Biscuit. Fauna. Phoebe. I'm missing some. Apollo. Biscuit, Apollo, Phoebe, Fauna. Is that it? If there's someone else, I'll remember when I see them, probably. But let's see who we got over here. I don't even know who you are. I feel like I should know your name. Buzz. Honestly, you're pretty cute as well. What do you normally wear, Buzz? This is where we screen you for seeing who you're actually like. A cranky eagle villager. I mean, Apollo's a cranky eagle villager as well. But I do like Apollo's design a little bit more. You just look a little bit too angry for me, I suppose. But we're ready to go home. So we should have enough for the 4 tickets we got in our pocket, plus 10 more tickets I believe we can buy from Nook Miles. Points that we've accrued over the past however many weeks it's been. So yeah, casual conversation can start now. What have I been up to today? I've recorded some Hollow Knight. Some very good episodes of Hollow Knight, which will be coming out this week actually. So look forward to that, if that's one of the series you watch. Well, good as in progress-wise. I'm not sure about commentary-wise. Honestly, I sort of zone out when I'm playing that game sometimes. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just sort of talking about random business. It's literally like say what I'm seeing in front of the screen, be like, oh, we're going to try and jump on this boss here. You know, not most engaging sort of descriptors, I suppose, or conversations going on to accompany that gameplay, but it's kind of hard, you know, it's a hard game. I can't put too much brain power into exactly what I'm thinking about, exactly what I'm speaking about, but yeah. And then I was going to record Animal Crossing a bit earlier. Who are you? You are, I know you. I had you in Wild World. You're a cranky pig, but Rasher, that was it. No, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was going to play some Animal Crossing, and then Ned messaged me, and it was like, hey, do you want to play some Civ? And I was like, sure, I'll play some Civ. So we played some Civ for a bit. I don't really know what I'm doing in our Civ campaign right now. I'm not a very good Civ player. I'm sort of just like, existing, I suppose, in it. I'm playing Wilfrid Laurier, of a Canadian nationality, trying to go for a diplomatic or a cultural victory, I will say. I've got some pretty good culture going on. That's just a game system, if you've never played it. But yeah, I don't know what else is going on. Epic Games, giving out free games, of course. Night in the Woods was given out yesterday. I guess we can talk about Night in the Woods a bit. I don't know. Is that really appropriate? I mean, it was a winter solstice recently, actually, to be fair, so let's do that. Night in the Woods is a fantastic game. If you manage to pick it up during Epic Games, absolutely give it a shot. Because it was given for free from a couple of days ago, I can't remember. If you manage to pick it up, absolutely do play for it, because it's a fantastic game and I love it a lot. It is one of my favourite games, although I think it's kind of hit or miss for a lot of people. What island is this? Who are you? I can't even tell what you are. Are you a rabbit? Oh, are you Coco or? Oh, you're Cole. Anyway, I don't even know what island this is. Oh, is this Trash Island? This might be Trash Island. I haven't really been checking what the islands are because I don't really care anymore, to be honest. They sort of just are. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, Night in the Woods, it came out many years ago, and I was even quite late to the party or playing it. I played it like a year after it came out because, as I do, buy the game on sale a year after everyone stopped playing it. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a very narrative heavy story game which sort of revolves around that sort of rural suburban life and the I'm gonna say like the boringness of it, like the humdrum life of a small town, and you know, when everyone knows everyone, that sort of thing, group of friends, and explores a lot of deep explores a lot of topics, especially to do with like mental health issues, I suppose might be a good way to put it, and like feeling stuck in that sort of life and that sort of thing. Anyway, I thought it was pretty interesting, and the game, how much you like it, I think lives. Who are you? Lives or dies mainly by how much you like the characters, and which is why I end up thinking it's quite a hit or miss sort of game for a lot of people, because a lot of things, like after I played for it and I started reading about what other people thought of it, a lot of the things I saw was a lot of people, if they didn't like it, it's because they don't like May, who is the main character, which I think is fair enough, because, you know, she's a flawed character, which is why I suppose I like her, is because, I don't know, at least I like her as a character, I suppose. Would I like her as a person if I knew her in real life? I don't really know. It's hard to say. I think I would empathise with her, or sympathise with her, perhaps, and understand where she is, but perhaps she might be a bit much for me. But yeah, I mean, she's got her own problems, spoilers, which is explored in the story, I suppose. But yeah, it's a very nice game to sort of casually play, just chat with everyone, because everyone has really nice conversations to talk with. You can talk to your mum, she makes like little jokes and all that sort of things. You can talk to your dad about whatever, talk to your friends, hang out with your friends after they're done the work, that sort of thing. It's just it's a very nice feeling game, I suppose, is how I'd put it. And then, yeah, a lot of it lives or dies by how much you like May, because she's a very sort of, I don't know how to put it. She's not like abrasive, but she's sort of like doesn't think things through, I suppose, as much. Not so as aware of. You know, I will say I might be kind of inaccurate in my descriptions because I did play it many years ago. I've been meaning to play through it again actually recently because there are multiple paths you can take. She's got like perhaps a lack of self-awareness sometimes. What she's got going on. I mean, she's got her own trouble, so fair enough, I think. But yeah, some people like saying I couldn't stand playing as May and what she was saying in some other conversations. And I was like, that's fair enough, but I also feel like that's sort of a point. And some other points is some people say that the ending's kind of unfulfilling, which I guess is also kind of a point, but I think they also got a fair point there, you know. It's like, yes, the people who made the story or wrote the story wanted that unfulfilling, like, left open-esque ending where it feels like things didn't really come to a satisfying resolution, which is a bold move, I suppose, when writing a story, because normally you want to tie it all up quite neatly towards the end, don't you? But, I I suppose on the flip side, would a story work as well if it didn't have that sort of not quite resolved feeling at the end, because that sort of ties in, I suppose, with its themes, I think, quite well. Which is like life, and life doesn't always have a nice, tidy little ending to it, does it? Some things just feel unresolved, and it's an ongoing thing. So, I think it works well for the story, but, not everyone's going to be particularly happy with that sort of thing. I think that was Mott. We've seen or maybe Bud, I can't remember his name. We've seen a few times on the islands, it's fine. Yeah. So, it's not everyone's cup of tea, I suppose, when it comes to that, but I do think it's a thing which does, the story is better for doing it, but it does feel unsatisfying, and thus, not everyone's going to like it like that, which is, I think, fair enough. I think another very valid criticism, which I even have of the game, is it's very slow. Like, I understand the point of it is it's meant to be slow, because it's meant to represent that humdrum, very boring, suburban, rural life where you don't really have things to do around on a daily basis. You don't have many places to go. You have to drive out like far away to go to like a shopping centre or a mall or whatever to even hang out. But even I was like, wow, this game just sort of seems like a life simulator, which wasn't what I expected. I thought there'd be like big story beats or something, some like really deep diving things, but it stayed very surface level, I think, for quite a while. Who are you? Oh, you Maple? You're Maple! Maple, you are adorable, but unfortunately we're going to have to pass on you. But anyway, yeah, it's quite slow paced. But even me, I feel like I'm a very patient person when it comes to games and letting stories develop. Even I was like, I'm surprised it hasn't kicked up by now, or done something a bit more intriguing. Funnily enough, as soon as I was thinking about it, literally about 10 minutes later, it started kicking up into another plot point, basically, which was much more intense, and I was like, whoa, okay. I suppose we should also check on Nook Shopping app if we need to buy that KK Love Song. I'm pretty sure we got that one. But yeah, Night in Woods is a nice game. If you're not going to play it, then I suppose you're still listening to this video, because if you didn't want spoilers, you probably either one have played it by now, or two would have stopped watching, which is fair enough. Yeah, but it follows these 4 characters, or mainly 4 characters, kind of 5, kind of 6-ish, depending how you branch it out. But you play as May Borowski, I think is her name. She's like returning home to a home called Possum Springs after a uni term or something, where she's sort of reuniting with her old friends who all stayed in that small rural town of Greg, who is a very sort of hyperactive dog coyote person, his boyfriend Angus, who is a much more, I suppose, stoic, logical bear, and one of her old friends from when she was much, much younger, called Bee, who is, she's like a goth girl, alligator, crocodile, I forget. she's one of the two, and it's about their lives now, like how they're all working in Possum Springs, stuck there, quote, as people often say when they're in rural little towns like that. And then it just sort of, you go about your day-to-day life, chatting with other people, everyone, hanging out with your friends, doing little things, and then like little story beats happen. Not little, pretty big story beats happen when you can choose to hang out, because they also all play in a band. Oh, I actually completely forgot about this plot point. It's because there's another friend called Casey or something who's gone missing, I believe, from the town recently, or for quite a few years, I can't remember. And he used to be the drummer for the band, which I can't remember what the band was called, if it had a name. But May used to be the bassist. I think Angus was the singer, Greg was the lead guitarist, and B is now replacing Casey as a drummer, except for B doesn't actually know how to play drums. She just uses her laptop, I suppose. So she's much more like a DJ sort of person, I suppose, instead. I have no idea who you are. I don't even think I've seen you before. But we'll have a chat with you. Find out your name. Bubbles. Really? I thought Bubbles was a pink hippo. I might have got you confused with someone else. Anyway. Yeah, no, for those mainly those four, and then where you like spend your morning doing whatever, then you go to band practice with them, and then you hang out with either Greg or B. I hung out with B the entire time. If you want to know the path I took, and she is my favourite character, so fair enough, I think, with me. But then also as you're exploring town, you meet a lot of other colourful cast of characters, such as what's his name? I forgot his name. Oh my god. Sorry, slight pause. I also don't know why I even ran out of the airport. I didn't mean to, I just kind of forgot what I was doing. You meet another character called Germ, who, by the way, I haven't actually done his story because I didn't realise I didn't realise the choices were only between spending time with Greg or B. I thought it was Greg, B, or Germ, so I didn't actually spend time with him, so I don't really know what he's like, apart from he's a bit weird, I think. Anyway, there's also another mouse girl called Laurie, I think. There's a bear called Selma's, I think. It's all pretty cool stuff. Anyway, Benedict started playing it, and I was like, wow, exciting. Talk to me about how far he's got, that sort of thing. He hasn't done too much yet. I think he's on the first or second day, I forget. Oh, you're Antonio. I remember you. We've spoken to you before. Yeah, and I was like, awesome. Night in Woods, not a game for everyone, but for more people that can play it and enjoy it, I think it's nice. Because I think it's certainly something which has more meaning to you if it's something you can relate to, I suppose, in the end. Through whatever themes or guises or whichever characters you end up relating to the most. Anyway, I'm not going to go into what happened with a sad story, a very unfortunate story behind the devs, or one of the devs? I can't remember, or something. It was a bit of a mess, and I'm not really qualified to talk about it because I don't know in well enough detail, and you can find detailed accounts of it online probably better than I can, and it's not really fair for me, I think, to really comment on something I don't really know much about. But anyway, the whole point is, that studio, what is that studio? Is it called Weird Autumn Studios, or is that just one of the names of the songs? I'm gonna look it up, because why not? We're printing out Nook Mile tickets anyway. Redeem. Night in the Woods Studio. Infinite 4, that was it. Yeah, that studio, they're making they've made another game, which was like Longest Night, I think, which I haven't actually played. I should play it at some point. I believe that's like what it is like it's a story which takes place as a story that May's father is telling her, or maybe May's grandfather is talking to her about it. Anyway, they've got an upcoming game. They're making a new game, which I only found out about recently, to be honest, even though they hadn't like an announcement for it whenever. 6 months ago as well, or something. Back in June, I think. They have like a little Twitter teaser of a game coming out, and I'm excited. I'm absolutely going to play that whenever it comes out. Hopefully it syncs up with one of my other series finishing. If it doesn't, oh well. Now I'm on the Wikipedia page for it. Oh, Greg is a fox, not a dog. My bad. And B is a crocodile. There you go. It's very interesting. I know. I absolutely need to play through it again because it's such a good game. Is that Antonio again? Oh no, it's I can't remember your name. It's not. Is it? It's not Cyrus. It's something beginning with C. Cyrano. That was it. It's amazing how many of these villagers I remember. And I remember I discussed a while back about doing like a villager tier list quote thing. and I was looking at like the tier list maker, that website which everyone always uses. Oh, another little jump cut there. What happened? What was I? Sorry, what was I talking about? I don't remember. What was I talking about? There was something about Night Woods. We've got a new game coming out. That's exciting. Infinite Fall. I don't know. I just definitely need to play it again at some point, so I can sort of remember the plot points and what exactly happened. It's a bit vague, my memory of it. Just remember the feelings about it. And if you've already played it and you know what I'm going to talk about, because I don't want to spoil it, to be honest. I don't want to talk about spoilers, especially if I can't remember them particularly well. But B's third, I think it's third, like moment with her, or act, or scene with her, I suppose. It's one of my favourite stories and scenes, I suppose, in any video game. The one at the club. If you've played a game and you know what I'm talking about, which would be amazing. Because I feel like it's such a narrow audience of whoever's watching this random Animal Crossing video all the way to the end. Pashmina, do you recognise us? I didn't actually pay attention to what she said. I think she recognised us. Did she? I hear you. Good luck. I don't think she recognised us. It's a real shame that old villagers don't recognise you when you're on this island. It sort of picks up a lot of immersion, I feel. But well, what can you do? We can't really do anything about that, can we? Anyway. Yeah, do I have anything else to say about Night Woods? I mean, I do, but it's like all spoilery and stuff. It's a very intriguing game. Would it make my top 5 games list? I don't know, that's a good question. I know Undertale's at the top. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door is definitely in there. One of Animal Crossing I'm counting as a whole series because the games sort of like somewhat similar between games. What else is on there? Bad Z, that's true. Would Night Woods be number 5? That seems reasonable to me. Undertale, Paper Mario, Bad Z, Animal Crossing, Night Woods. Is that top 5? I feel like maybe Divinity should be on there. Divinity might be number 5, I don't know. Divinity Original Sin 2 and Night Woods, both very good games which are sort of vying for that sort of spot in number 5. I know, to cross over Night Woods and Animal Crossing, I remember someone made like a screenshot. Like, people in Animal Crossing are so creative, I'm not gonna lie. They keep making like screenshot parodies of, or like video parodies of actual other media. So someone did it for Night Woods as well. They got, I can't remember who they got, I'm gonna have to think. I think they had Chief as Greg. Who do they have as May? Kiki as May? That sounds right. I can't remember that brown bear's name for Angus. I can't even remember who they had for B. Is there a fancy alligator? There's what's her name? The blue alligator. But she's like cyan. Let's use the Nookmar ticket, sorry. It's making sure I don't click the wrong thing. What's her name? Is her name Ali? I feel like her name's Ali. Let's see. Animal Crossing. Alligators. Her name is Ali. I remembered it. Yeah, I guess no other alligators really fit. Let's see what bear they used. Maybe I'll recognise them. It wasn't Grizzly, was it? It wasn't Ike? I don't think so. I think it was Teddy, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was a cub, not a bear. Yes, I know there's 2 different types of bear animals in Animal Crossing. Bears, overrepresented. Well, that's not a word. Overrepresented. Oh, it's Money Rock Island. Don't really need money, so. You are Julian? No, you're not Julian. You are the other smug one. Edward? Colton. No, we're gonna leave you be. Leave me be. I don't know, the amount of creativity people have when recreating things in Animal Crossing using such a limited set is pretty good. Like, I've seen someone recreate like a scene from Up. Oh, someone did that Brooklyn 99 scene with they sing that Backstreet Boys song. I want it that way. With a lineup, you know that one? You've probably seen that. It's randomly recommended on YouTube all the time for some reason. Oh, I actually didn't talk about Nightmare Woods as a lot of songs. Because obviously we're in a band. And I gotta say, the songs are so catchy and they're stuck in my head. They got Die Anywhere Else, which you might think is a bit of a macabre theming for a song, but I don't know. I think they're meant to be a metal band or something. Or maybe a rock band, punk rock, don't know, who knows. I don't know my genres of music well enough to really say much on that, I suppose. Oh, I still got Photoshop open for some reason, close this. Deal with that later. But Die Anywhere Else, you know, is sort of like to reflect on the desires of they don't want to be stuck here in Possum Springs forever. Are you... Oh, Wolfgang. Not Wolfgang. Are you Wolfgang or Lobo? You're Lobo. Oh my god. You're such a cool villager. We already have 2 wolves. I'm sorry. It hurts a lot, but we've already got 2 wolves. And we're gonna have to give you a pass. I'm gonna do it before I regret the decision. For some reason, I've self-imposed a strict no more than 2 of a certain species on the island. I think originally it was gonna be 1, but then I'd have to get rid of one of Audie or Vivian, and that is not happening. So, shrug. If we saw Lobo earlier in our series, I absolutely would have picked him up. But now we're at the time where we're being kind of picky with what villagers move in, because we can, to be honest. We got a lot of Nookmile points. We've got like 6 out of 10 of the villagers we want it eventually to populate our island. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's time to be a bit more picky when we got not as many spaces to work with. That does hurt. That does hurt a lot. Yeah, they got other songs, Night Woods. They got Weird Autumn, which I also think is kind of catchy, but I don't remember it as well as Die Anywhere Else. And they also got like Pumpkinhead Man. That was like an actual metal song or something, right? But yeah. Also, another fun fact about, like, not fun fact, it's not really a fact or anything, just a fun thing which happens in that game is because you're in a band, and the whole premise being like May hasn't played bass for ages, she doesn't really remember the songs all that well. They just throw you into a random rhythm game to be like, just, you know, play it and we'll see how well you do. And from recounts of a lot of other people I've heard, is a lot of people just get like super caught off guard by that because there's no tutorial or anything, they just throw you into it to sort of, I suppose, simulate that feeling May has of just being randomly thrown into being and playing this song that she can barely remember using an instrument she hasn't played in years or whatever. It's sort of like, oh god feeling. So a lot of people obviously don't do so well on that rhythm game, and it's sort of meant to reflect that. Which I find hilarious. That's a ingenious moment of, not of game design, but like story writing, I suppose. Especially using the medium of games to, the uniqueness of the interactivity of mediums of games to reflect more on that story. Although, you know, of course with that interactivity it doesn't work for everyone, because it doesn't work with me, because I play a lot of rhythm games. So as soon as it came up, I was like, oh, fine, and I full comboed it. And but to be fair, they had dialogue for it as well. They were just like, wow, you basically aced it. That was pretty impressive, seeing as you haven't played a song for multiple years. And then Maze is sort of like, yeah, I don't know, it just came to me. Del, we had you before in Wild World. Are you a robot? I never realised you got like ventilation things on the side of your face. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Okay, we're gonna just do this last ticket, and then we'll do the other 2 off camera, because we're kind of running up at 30 minutes anyway, and we're running out of time. I'll do my daily things off camera, and then yeah, because I don't want to save them for tomorrow, because someone might move in tomorrow, That'd be bad. Not bad, but like missed opportunities, right? So we'll have one last try with potluck. Remember, we're looking for Biscuit, Apollo, Fauna, someone else. I'm missing someone. Oh, Phoebe. You know what's crazy to me is some people, I've seen like clips of people like doing these villager hunting on like streams and stuff. They use like 2,000 Nook Mile tickets. Like what? How do you have 2,000 Nook Mile tickets? Like the most Nook Mile points I've ever had is like 100,000. That's only like, how many tickets? 50. And you have 2,000. That's so much grinding in the game, surely. Oh, Eugene, right? I had you before in New Leaf. Right, you're a smug koala. Alright. We're just gonna round this up here then. You know, unfruitful so far when it comes to villager hunting, but maybe we'll be able to get something in these last 2 tickets, or a ticket tomorrow. Because we can probably raise 1,000 Nook Mile points today and tomorrow. If not, oh well. Until next time, I suppose. So anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord down in the description below. I hope we can see each other again. Oh my god, so many words. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.